I was in Burkina Faso, in Ouagadougou. It was during the Pan-African Film Festival, called FESPACO. And I was in a show, a dancing show, and I saw this man in this, dark, evening in Africa. And it was something magical. And I started just like thinking about a film about him. And I went to see him at the end of the show, and I asked him if he wanted to be part of my film, and I started writing, the script from the time I saw him for the first time. So the film has been inspired by this guy. He's not really an actor, but I mean, for me, he's just like more than an actor, because he has only one leg, let's say, but he danced like a god, and I was seduced, yeah. So things started like that, yeah. Yeah. I thought about all these young people in my country. They used to go to Cameroon, they crossed the river, and they used to traffic, oil, because it's too expensive in Chad, so they bring it from Cameroon. But in fact, it comes from Nigeria, and then in Cameroon, and then they bring it to Chad. And so I started just like thinking about this kind of mafia, let's say, young people trying to survive in hard conditions. And so I mixed the real life of Suleiman Deme and this reality of young people, trying to survive. Yeah, yeah. Suleiman Deme he's not really an actor, he's not professional. So I started like shooting, in a chronological way, because if not, it's difficult to shoot from a scene, the beginning of the film and then the end and etc. I couldn't mix a lot of things like that. So it started like that to help him, more be in the character. And also I tried to not really write, dialogue for him, but just let him, just say things how he can say it, because he doesn't speak very well French also. So I wanted to be just like in his level, and try to be in his point of view. That was the most important. And at least I'm really very satisfied, because he's very, in a way, photogenic. I don't know if you say it yeah, in English. So it's and it was a good experience. And from this film, after the film has been shown in Cannes, he started like becoming a real star. And a lot of people, called him, and he started like even creating a group, of 3 people, and he wanted to create a kind of show about his own history and etc. And I'm really happy to have brought him, in this level, and try to become a real artist. Yeah, yeah. It was also, a kind of film against, all these dominating films, because you have all these, I mean, professional actors, you have all these performances, and these schools and technical way. And I wanted just like someone like very, in a way, naive, but what we call in French is candide. I wanted someone like that, and it was not a performance, it was just like becoming himself, being just himself, and all the goal was just like that, trying to shoot real people, and let them give us real emotions, and not try to make emotions, and that was the goal, yeah. Yeah, and I'm really happy if you felt it. It's that was my goal. Yeah, it's just like dreamers, and we are dreamers, and we have this hard, reality, social reality, and it doesn't let you, become, to realize yourself and realize your dreams. And all my films are about that. A single man or a woman trying to do something, and the social situation is so hard that it becomes very difficult. All the obstacles are just like, your own environment, and so how to struggle against your own environment to become a hero. So the story of Chad is like that, yeah. Yeah. My approach is just like, maybe I can say that I'm a son of neo-realism, the Italian, way of making films, and I think that it's very important, to to uh, to to ask, questions in a way, let's say that, to the reality. And my approach is always just like, asking question to politics, because I think that life is politics, and I mean, in Africa, it's always politics, and so I cannot make just like an entertainment movie, So all my films has to deal with social problems, political problems, because our life depends of political things, and so how to try to reflect about my own reality. That's my approach, and always trying to find the right thing, because and not in a technical way. That's why I like, working with non-professional actors, because I think that they give you their truth, It's not in a technical way, and they don't want to become impressive, It's just like you love them and they give you back your love, And I like this way of changing things, I think that life should be like that, just like it's not a question of getting a lot of money to act in a film, but just like because you have something maybe to say, Yeah, yeah. It's a kind of my speech could be just like how to say, not really, trendy, because nowadays it's just like everyone is looking for money and money, and everyone has to, people are dreaming about becoming stars and etc. And so, but I think that it's very important to, in this situation nowadays, it's important to say that human being should be the center of our, reflection on life. So my cinema is about that, yeah, in a humble way, but it's like it's in this way, yeah. Uh, we are not the majority, but there is few people, and I'm just like talking to these few people, and I think that you have these people in Germany. So enjoy the film, and I think it will be, it will please you. I think, yeah.